registered for this event, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video with as many people as you can. Also, please be sure to follow TikTok Live_US to keep up with all their latest and greatest events to come. Can't wait to see you all there. I have some exciting news for you guys. Stay tuned. Tomorrow night, Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, I'll be hosting a TikTok Live Spotlight event.
Out. You want to do it right, you got to do it yourself sometimes. I still got to single you out. One here that you're going to be proud of. I'm not making it. I'm not making it. You're making it with the big Jello. And you follow that with positive reinforcement. We got this. I don't care if they grab your face mask. Throw the damn ball. You know, some would say I've got an unorthodox style, but so did Picasso, Beethoven, Jackson Pollock. And if you want to lump me in with that crowd, so be it. Who tuned this? This thing's out of tune. Forget Bach, Tchaikovsky, Taylor Swift, everybody. I'm a fan of making music for Thursday Night Football that makes Mozart sound like a dog vomiting. I think that's the one. I'm going to be honest. I didn't have a whole lot of faith in you guys. But after what I just witnessed today, I am so proud of what we accomplished. Can we give me a hand real fast, please? You're welcome, America. Outstanding. Where are those shades at? What are you guys? Bobby with the big Jello is still not talking. Unbelievable. Oh my God. That's great.
You got issues. All right, wait. So you played in Cincinnati for 11 years. These fans did not like you then. So how much would it take, or how many martinis can I buy you to get in the dog pound?
Look, don't tempt me with a good time. Let's do this.
Go. Have some fun.
Be careful.
Somebody start mixing the drinks.
Come back to
Be back with more and see if he actually follows through on this after the break.
The new era of Thursday Night Football is here, only on Prime Video.
At Audible, you'll always find just the right thing. That's because Audible is for everyone. For story people, comedy people, curious people wanting to explore the topics they love in a new way, and people who want something new right now. It's the best place to listen because it's got the best of what you love. Fresh content featuring celebrated writers, comic superstars, and iconic celebrity voices. Try Audible today, free for 30 days.
Another Thursday, another great matchup for DraftKings Thursday Night Football Preview. Sherm, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking there's no love lost between these AFC division rivals. Both of them coming off tough losses. They want to grab the lead in this division. They're going to win this one.
Tonight, you can score an early win on your moneyline bet only on DraftKings Sportsbook. If your team goes up by 7, at any point, your bet wins instantly, even if they lose the game.
All right, it is time now for TNF 3 Play, presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. So every Thursday night, we'll be making predictions, and I've got questions. These guys have answers, and fans can play along at home. So, Sherm, you were right last week with your prediction. So I want to start with you again. Amari Cooper had 101 receiving yards on Sunday. How many will he get tonight?
Well, he had 13 week 1. So I got him at about 75 today.
75?
75.
75. You were also correct last week that Trubisky, he has not reached that 200 passing yards mark. Will he get it tonight?
I went back and forth on this one. I'm feeling the wind. I think we're at about 169 yards. He's not going to hit the 200.
To feel the wind, you just got to look at my fake hair to let you know that it is getting windy, and it is getting a lot colder. Tony's still wearing his gloves. Cleveland's averaged 28 points per game so far this season. How many will they score tonight, Tom?
I'm going to go with 27. I know it's the average 28, but why be average? And I think without TJ Watt, they're going to be able to run up and down this field. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. I think Amari Cooper's going to have a big game.
How close can you get without going over? This guy would love the Price is Right. DraftKings Sportsbook is an official sports betting partner of the NFL, and tonight only new customers can bet $5 on any team and pocket, guess what, $200 if they win. Download the app now. Use the promo code Amazon when you sign up. So the Tailgaters got here very early, and they are still going strong outside, while inside, the most fans in Cleveland have begun to assemble. If you only know one thing about Browns fans, you know about the Dog Pound. This iconic group of the craziest, most diehard fans goes back to the 1980s. Defensive backs Frank Benefield and Hamper Dixon wanted the defense to be like a bunch of dogs chasing a cat. So they started barking after every big play that spread to the stands, and fans were showing up in masks and screaming at opponents, and the rest is history. A guy that knows all about that is Big Whit. So Whit, you used to go up against this Dog Pound. I bet him a martini that he would go over there, and well, he is a man of his word. He is literally in the Dog Pound. A sign I didn't think I would see.
What's going on? I got some Browns fans that are ready to go. They want to watch their Browns dominate tonight. I want one of them to apologize to me for all the ugly things they said about me and my mom over the years playing here. Let's go Browns! Here we go!
Where's the dog mask?
I don't have a dog mask. Football, and they're ready to watch.
Daddy, watch this.
And the Dolphins.
Watch how I can jump on the bed.
How did you get a ball?
Championship ring. Come on, let's go.
Anything goes in there.
I've seen it all now.
Cincinnati ain't gonna be happy to see that. Cincinnati is not gonna be
No,
happy
they're
to see that.
All right, when the Steelers
Lizzie,
named Mike
careful,
Tomlin
please.
head coach in 2007, he was stepping into one of the most prestigious jobs in sports. 2 Super Bowl appearances and 1 Lombardi later. It's been, a huge success. But as Pittsburgh native and lifelong Steeler fan Wiz Khalifa tells us, Tomlin faces his most challenging season yet.
Hi.
I'm sitting behind
Without
this
further
thing.
ado, I'm very pleased to
What?
introduce the next coach of Pittsburgh
Okay,
Steelers,
just
Mike
be
Tomlin.
careful, please.
It's a great honor to be a part of one of the most storied franchises in all of professional sports.
Ain't no ducking it in this city.
We're coming to grips with what that means.
It's a simple question. Are you built for this?
I'm going to ask a question. Answer if you can.
Look, man, this expectation rooted in that emblem.
What is the soul of man?
Daddy, do you have your iPad that I can watch on?
Yeah, but
You already know what it
I
look
might
like,
need it, so
what it feel like.
you're just gonna be down there for till your brother gets to bed, and then you gotta go upstairs to get yourself ready for bed.
Not many have been chosen to
I
lead
don't want
the
you to be a distraction to him.
so that responsibility means something.
What about the soul of man?
But it's a heavy weight to carry,
Quit moving the bed.
especially on you.
But I want it to.
For every success, an equal failure.
Can you say
Within the
it
cheers and the praise,
I'm probably gonna sit in the
criticism
chair
just as
once
loud.
the game
Years of
starts.
stability, plenty of controversy.
I'm not talking Le'Veon.
Then I'll sit.
This year, like never before, there's more questions than answers. New challenges, familiar noise, a season already suffering a setback. But you know what, man? As long as we still got you to follow, we already know the answer.
Tell me what is the soul of
Hard not to like Mike Tomlin, and he's now coached 15 seasons without a losing record. Incredible. Missed the playoffs 10 one of those seasons, does he make it back to the playoffs? Sure, this year.
I don't think he's gonna make it with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback. I think they're gonna have to make a change, and he's gonna have to put Kenny Pickett in the game. And his loyalty that he's shown over the years, I don't know if he'll do that. But in order for them to have a chance to make it, they have to change that. He's holding them back right now. He's capping that offense, and they got to open it up.
I think the AFC is too competitive this year. I really do. And the disheartening thing for me watching the game versus the Patriots, the Patriots took the ball with 6 minutes left and ran it down their throats. And they didn't see the ball back in that game. So they've got some issues, but I think the AFC is too talented.
Yeah, you know what? I love Coach Tomlin. You know, I had a chance to get to know him a couple of the Pro Bowls, but because he tells it like it is, he's an honest person. You ask him, that's what Bill Belichick does. That's what Andy Reid does. And it's hard not to root for him and to think that he won't be able to get this time.
Not yet.
In his career.
What are those?
Licorice.
You know, like
What's alert?
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady
Want
went down
some?
and Matt Castle came in. They were,
What I want is a Granny Smith apple.
Yeah, we'll get some this weekend.
And now you got this, you got Mitch Trubisky.
I want slices of a
I
Granny
still
Smith.
think they got a chance. I'm not going to go as hard as you guys. I still think once TJ Watt gets back, he can get back sitting up, they have a chance to do something.
What do you think Tomlin would say about your gloves tonight?
It would not be very nice.
He'd probably say beat it.
He would. Look, Mike Tomlin, he's the ultimate G in this league. You talk to coaches around the league, they all respect him. They all look up to him. Because to me, he's one of those people who's the most comfortable with who they are day in and day out. He loves to challenge players. He's all about toughness. He loves taking on adversity.
Go flat if you keep jumping around on it.
And this is an adverse situation for them. No offense, anemic offense, and the defense is rough.
The Steelers have had the Browns number in this rivalry, so we'll see how it plays out tonight. The Steelers and Browns, of course, looking to make a statement in the league and against each other. Neighbors and rivals collide in the 139th regular season meeting. It kicks off after this.
Everyone loves an underdog story. You know why? Because it fills you with hope, makes you believe, right? Hold on now. Did you say any team? So now I can bet the underdog odds.
Team Overdog, where you at? Let me hear you.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet just $5 to win $200 if your team wins. Action's so good, why bet NFL anywhere else?
She's not Kat Medina delivering pizza in her 2003 hatchback. She's Kat Medina, bringer of sustenance, provider of all things greasy and caloric. You know, ordering pizza 3 times a week isn't lazy. It's pro-business.
What is it about NFL Red Zone that makes Sunday epic? It is wild. Is it every play that matters on up to 8 screens at once? It is. Is it your favorite team and your fantasy team all in one place?
He's having a day.
Is it every touchdown for every game Sunday afternoons?
7 hours of commercial-free football start now.
Yeah, it is.
Unbelievable.
Go to NFL.com/redzone and get it now.
Welcome to Making the Best Season today.
Who's going to be the next great global fashion brand?
I want to take a risk.
Make it amazing.
Next week on Thursday Night Football, the Dolphins, the Bengals, in a Thursday Night Showdown of Steve versus Swagger. Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, over on Prime Video.
Tonight, our journey continues to the Rust Belt, Cleveland, Ohio. And if you're looking for real fans in a real city that represent what this country's all about, you really don't have to look much further than Cleveland, Ohio. Resolve and resilience aren't just fancy words. They're in the DNA. Tonight, the rival Steelers are in town. There might be new faces, but this one always feels personal. So stand up, because Thursdays are where weird and funky is fashionable. Where barking like a dog in the stands is expected. Steelers, Browns, it's Thursday Night Football from Cleveland, Ohio.
Welcome to Thursday Night Kickoff presented by Audible. NFL Week 3, ladies and gentlemen, starts right here on Prime Video with the Browns host the Steelers in a primetime edition of this historic rivalry. And this is a new era for Pittsburgh. And it's been, well, a little bumpy so far, but Mitch Trubisky and the Steelers offense will look to find a rhythm tonight. Across the way, Jacoby Brissett knows his team was seconds away from their best start in nearly 30 years, and now he has to rally them after Sunday's shocking loss. Welcome to Thursday Night Kickoff on Prime Video. I am Kirsten Thompson. He is Richard Sherman on the end, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Tony Gonzalez. You guys, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned NFC North rivalry game. What a good one we have here. It is cold. Tony's wearing gloves. It's getting colder and windier by the minute, but this is football, and it's why we like it. So for the first time in 18 years, we will not see number 7 out on that field in this game. Change of scenery around here for the Steelers.
Yeah, thank goodness for the Cleveland Browns, right? Big Ben went 25-3-1 against these guys. Right. But shout out to Big Ben. I picture him watching this game on his couch, walking boot on, ice on both shoulders, just for old times. But this is finally going to turn into maybe not such a one-sided rivalry. I see Cleveland coming out, running the ball down their throats. AFC North weather right here, very exciting.
It's very exciting. And I see Pittsburgh, they're struggling with the run game. So Cleveland has to run the ball. They have to run it well. But what I have to see is Cleveland's defense finish the game in the fourth quarter. I have to see that. They have to finish the ball game. 17 points last season. Can't have it today.
Because of that, though, what I'd like to see is if Mitch Trubisky cannot get the ball down the field, I got to see that young rookie coming here. Kenny Powers. It's a tongue twister, but I'd like to see him come into the game and Mitch Trubisky refuse to throw the ball down the field.
Tonight?
Really?
By the way,
it doesn't happen.
When Mike Tomlin said practice patience, Tony said, no, forget it, just tonight. Before we get into the game, a quick reminder of the different ways to enhance your TNF experience with Prime Video. And of course, you can watch Alan Kirk on the main feed, but also available in Spanish. Or go to Prime Vision with Next Gen Stats for the ultimate in data, graphics, and information. It's all just one click away. We're getting closer to kickoff here, so Sherm, I want you to fill in the blanks for me, friend. What do you need to see from these two teams tonight?
I need to see consistency. I need to see consistency from the Cleveland Browns defense. I need to see the playmakers get involved for Pittsburgh.
All right. Well, it is time to meet both teams, starting with Mitchell Trubisky and a Steelers offense that, of course, we talked about needs that start. So, Fitz, take us through the weapons.
Well, it's the guys on the outside that need to get this thing kick-started. And when I
see go put this back in the tote and close it up, will you? Put it back inside the tote. Make sure you close it back up.
Down the field. And these are the guys up front that are going to have to do it. This is a much maligned group, a group that's been getting criticized. They've got to step up tonight. Yeah, and on the other side of that defense, Browns up front, headlined by Myles Garrett. He needs to go out there and get that sack to break the all-time record. I think he's going to get it today. And there's the linebackers right there, ahead by Anthony Walker. He's a tackling machine. And on the back end, Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome II. They need to get that communication. My wife says relationships are about communication. They need to have a better relationship by communicating on that back end so they don't give up those big plays.
Oh, so that's the key to relationship.
That's the key.
Other side, Jacoby Brissett, the Cleveland Browns are looking to erase the bad memories from 4 years ago. Fitz, walk us through the rest of the offense, friend.
As we all know, this offense goes through the two guys that touch the ball the most, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. We see him right here. Amari Cooper is a guy that has stepped up. Obviously, a guy that's their most seasoned receiver. Let's see him make some big plays down the field. And then my big man, Big Wit, told me Joel Bitonio, Wyatt Teller, the best two-guard combination in the league.
And they got to deal with this D-line. Obviously headed by the all-pro Cam Hayward, my classmate. He's still playing at a high level. Alex Highsmith has had 3 sacks in the first game. Is going to have to step up today in a big way. They need more pressure on the quarterback in this secondary. The harder the defense. Minka Fitzpatrick, my boy, Akello Witherspoon. We need them boys to play at a high level today.
The Steelers have dominated this rivalry. We will see if that changes this evening. Al, Kirk, and Kaylee are next.
Sometimes you put things into songs as reminders, lessons that I'm trying to live by.
3 feelings that I was told I couldn't feel as a young girl.
Turn that light on right there. I'm gonna try something.
For me, it was like a personal revolution. I was kind of living a rock and roll fable, at least the beginning of it. Introducing Words and Music, the groundbreaking series from Audible that blends in-depth memoir with exclusive performances.
On the AMP app, you can go live on air and fill with lyrics and music you like. So I'm streaming house from my house.
What are you trying?
Audible, the home of storytelling.
It's a more.
Behind stories.
An unbelievable collapse by the Browns in the last 2 minutes of the game.
This is a catastrophe of epic proportions.
He's got all the time in the world. And his hands are chatting.
It's painful, but there's some things to learn from this performance. What we can't do is let this linger. We better learn quickly and shift our focus because we got a road division game here in a short period of time. Anyone sitting here on Monday night, week 2 of this team feeling happy, they're probably wrong or misinformed. We're just going to roll our sleeves up and get back to work with a better desired outcome for this next outing. I think if you weren't still disappointed in the performance yesterday, the way it ended, then I think there'd be an issue with that.
Short turnarounds are always really nice because you don't have any options but to start focusing on the Pittsburgh Steelers this afternoon. Thursday night football, the Steelers in Cleveland, and both teams have a lot to prove and a lot to lose if they don't win.
You feel secure enough in that they also started with your concerns about your mistakes and you got behind you that they drafted that
I'm not worried about mistakes, but that makes it all that we set for one point.
I mean, a divisional game on Thursday Night Football, that'll wake you up, man. So challenging.
The close proximity of the cities, the history there, it's a bus ride. I mean, how many bus rides are there in the National Football League? So for the Cleveland Browns, the drama is like middle name.
Just those games.
It's sort of bad in here. This rivalry is bigger than any player in any era.
Summer's over, and the weather reflects it 60 degrees in Cleveland tonight. As the Browns chase the field, Big John spearheads one of the league's second rushing attacks. Again, Hayward. And it's Pittsburgh defense on the other side as the Browns beat the Steelers on Thursday Night Football. Now, Michael's along the Kirby Street. The Browns started the season with a dramatic win in Carolina, then an epic meltdown against the Jets here on Sunday. Normally, Kirk, the team has all week to lick its wounds. In this case, the Thursday night game, only 3 days. What do you expect from the Browns tonight?
I think physically a short week's tough, especially they have some players that are banged up. But I think emotionally, this team thinks they have a good football team. They're facing some adversity early. I'm interested to see how they respond. I think they want to get back on the field and get this taste out of their mouth from last week.
I think they knew for the Steelers, it's the first time in 19 years, no Ben Roethlisberger, who has retired for the moment. Mitch Trubisky is at the helm. What's your takeaway on this team for 2 weeks?
I feel like they're reeling a bit. They need a short week as well. Think about it.